So let's see real quick how we can set up LangSmith in our Google Colab notebook. So what we need to do is we need to go to LangSmith dashboard, and then if we don't have an account, we have to create one account, and then we will be creating APIs keys just the way we were creating API keys for our uh, OpenAI or for Grok. Similarly, we have to create API key for LangSmith platform, and then we'll be using those keys, and we will set couple of other properties in our environment, and then we will use this setup to trace the calls. We will try to invoke one Grok uh, model, and then we will see how the tracing is being done with the help of LangSmith. So let's move to the Google Colab now. So first of all, I need to create my LangSmith keys. So I will go to LangSmith. If you LangSmith, okay, and here you can see in the quick start we need to install the LangSmith. The second is to create an API key. So I will move to the API key. If you don't have any account, you can continue with Google account. Once done, what I need to do is I need to create my API keys. So these are the keys which I created in the past. I will create another key saying demo advanced lang chain personal access token, create my API key, this is my API key, copy your API key, take a backup, paste your API key, and then I have placed it on a safe place. So this is how the dashboard looks like. So if you click on this icon, you will see the dashboard, and you can get started, set up tracing, run an evaluation, try out playground. So this nowadays, this LangSmith has come with lot of other features, like you can also run evaluation, you can evaluate your applications, but our discussion will be limited to to the observability, how we can observe our application, how we can monitor our application. Okay, so what we will do is we will create, where is the documentation? I will go to LangSmith. In the documentation you can see we need to set up uh, these variables. So I will open open Google Colab so that I can write some piece of code. Okay, so as usual, what we will start with import OS, and then os.environ. I will be setting up my API keys. Okay, so my first property which I need to set is let me copy both of these. We'll take LangChain tracing. This has to be made true. We are enabling the tracing. Second is okay. So it has made my task easier. I need not I am not supposed to give endpoint API key. This is what we just generated. Copy paste your API key, and you should also put quotes around the true, and then the LangChain project. This is optional. If you don't put this property, your logs will go into the default project. And if you want your logs to be to go in a certain project, you can actually give it name, maybe like demo underscore advanced LangChain. So this I have given as a project name. Let me execute this. Parallelly, in order to test whether my application is making logs, what I will do is I will make use of Grok. So pip install LangChain and then LangChain hyphen Grok. Anything else? No, I think so. I will be installing these libraries. so that I can test whether logs are being generated or not. And then what I need to do is from LangChain underscore, what is happening, underscore grok, import what? Import your chat grok, not just grok. This we have learned. Once I have chat grok, I will instantiate chat grok. Super. I can give name of my model, but if I don't give the name of the model or temperature, it is being set to default. So there is a default model which is, I suppose, Mistral, and we have forgot to put the key for my OS of for my grok model, right? Environ, the name of key should be grok underscore API underscore key. I will go to grok now. Grok API key, create an API key, demo underscore advanced LangChain, copy my key, put it in this variable. I execute grok key. Now it should work. So model is equal to my model. Now all I need to do is, since model is a runnable, I will just make use of the default methods, the methods which are exposed by all runnables, which are like invoke, stream. Now, hi, how are you? Simple question. If I click, so now what will happen? What we have done essentially is we have first of all configured that our application is now associated with the LangSmith, and we have put that LangChain should be creating some tracing has been put to true. I have also given LangChain API keys. I have also given the name of the project where all my logs will be created, and I have made use of grok model, and I am inferencing that model. So now I should be able to see if I click on fresh. So what I can see is the tracing projects are three. There is a default project. If you don't set that property, your logs will be going to this particular project which is default, but we have given name. So if I click on demo underscore advanced LangChain, what I will see is now I can see that there was a call to my large language model. Okay, so it shows runs, threads, monitor, setup, things like that go into the runs. And if you click your, if you are making multiple calls, it will show you the list of calls. So what you can do is you can select your call. If you click on this chat grok, you will see, okay, these are the details. So these are the traces. Chat grok, so it made use of the mixtel model, as I said. So it gives you quick snapshot. It took 0.36 second. 50 tokens were used, 13s were input tokens, 37 were the completion tokens, all the details. And if you go inside that, you will see there was the input was hi, how are you, and this is the output. So you can see how beautifully each and every attribute and the details are being captured by LangSmith. You can see the start time, you can see the end time, and the status is being success, the number of tokens, the latency. So it basically captures all the details pertaining to our call to the large language model. In future, we will be creating some complex lang chains, complex chains, or runnable interfaces, and then we will see how important it is to debug our chains, debug our applications using LangSmith. We will explore LangChain into more details also.